Welcome friends in science lecture first, lesson 9, heredity and evolution. In this particular chapter we are going to see the topic of heredity. Now what you understand by the heredity? Heredity are the characteristics which are being inherited, that is been donated or taken from parents towards the offspring. So these characteristics are being passed from one generation to the another, that is from the parents to their offspring, is called as inheritance. Now, inherited characteristics that we see, a child bears the features of a human being, that is a human child they are talking about, and however they do not look exactly like their parents, but yes, they are almost like their parents. And the human population, we see slight change from each human being to the another, that we called as an variation. Fine. So hope to do you understand what is an variation? Is a difference between individuals into the species. Now, the Mendel was a person who actually contributed right from starting towards the heredity, that is a genetics that passes from one generation to the another. The rule for inheritance for such characteristics in human beings are related to the fact that both the father and mother contribute practically equal amount of genetical material to the child. This means that each trait can be influenced by both parents and material. Thus, for each trait, there will be two version in a child. That means a child must be having the characteristics from their father side also, and must be having the characteristics from their mother side also. So they are having the both the characteristics from parent side, that is from father and mother. Like they have given an example for this ear. Now this pinna of an ear is free and this pinna of the ear is joined. It might be a characteristics which would be inherited from the parent side. From each must be having this particular characteristics. Going furthermore, the Mendel contribution for this particular characteristics was given by a plant called as an pear plant. Now Mendel worked on this pear plant, that is number of contrasting characteristics what he used in a pear plant. Now number of contrasting visible characteristics in a garden pear plant, that can be round, wrinkled, seeds can be tall. Sorry, these were wrinkled and round seeds. The plants can be tall and short. The color of the flower can be violet or white, and so on. So he took many different characteristics of a plant and tried to understand about the characteristics, how they are being crossed over from first one generation to the another generation. It is called as an progony by crossing them. So he calculated the percentage of outcomes for tall and short plants. So for a tall plant, this is a tall plant and this is a short plant. The tall plant from generation must be having the characteristics of both tall plant, as from father side also has tall characteristics and from mother side also has tall characteristics. In the same way, the short plant must be having the characteristics from father and mother both side as short characteristics, which is been shown as small t, not as s, because this is a dominant characteristics and this is a recessive character. That is, this does not comes out if they are being crossbreeded. Now if you see here, this is a tall and a short characteristics which has been inherited, gives capital T and small t. In the same way, capital T from this side and small t from this, the second one, and this as a first one, this gives capital T and small t. Likewise, the second one and the first one, capital T and small t, and second one and the first one is capital and small t. Now if you see here, the same thing is been shown here, which I explained you. The tall and the short plants were crossbreeded and they found 4 of them are having both the tall and the small, that is a dwarf plant characteristics, but all of them happen to be tall, because the tall is a dominant characteristics and the short is a recessive one. This generation is called as an F1 generation, that is a first generation. So from the first generation, they crossbreeded, they taken one plant from this first generation which is having a characteristics of both tall and short, and found out that how these different characteristics comes out for the second generation, which is called as an F2 generation. So this is tall and short. So this is tall, that is capital T, and capital T donated from each side. This must be having a pure heredity of tall characteristics for one plant. Then this one has tall, and second one we are taking from this side, that is this has tall, and second one we are taking it here, gives capital T and small t. Same way, small t from this side and capital T from this side gives capital T and small t. But the last one, which is small t and small t crossbreeded this side, gives small t and small t. So if you see, this is having both the characteristics is same. So obviously this is going to be tall. But here they are having a tall and a short, tall and a short. So because the tall is a dominant one, this will be a tall plant. Because the tall is a dominant, this must be a tall plant. And now this is having a small t, which is having a characteristics of a dwarf plant. So this is a pure dwarf plant out of these two plants, which are having one characteristics of tall and one as short, one as tall and one as short. So one breed as pure tall plant, one breed as pure dwarf plant, and two of them are having again a mixed breed. Fine. So this is how we explain the characteristics, how it changes from first generation to the second generation, and from second generation to the third generation, that is F1 generation to F2 generation, how we found a different characteristics. In spite the both the plants are tall, they are having one outcome as one offspring out of them as a short plant also, because they bear these two as a recessive characteristics. I can explain you likewise that a mother and father both are having black eyes, but their own parents, one of them must be having a blue eyes, which may be recessive in both the mother and father, but the characteristics once pass, their child might be having a blue eyes, because they have both donated the recessive characteristics from their side, and they must be having the blue eyes child. So this can happen as a characteristics, not to get astonished that how it happened upon. So this is what he made to try to understand to us, that how these characteristics change from first generation to the another, but it has been heredited from their own ancestors. Fine. I hope so you must have understood this much. Thank you for this particular video.